Hey everybody, and welcome to Live from the Boys Room, where we are not live. We're not live in real time, but we live, baby. Now for this week's vlog, I took a considerable amount of thought to try to figure out what do I want to talk about this week? What do I want to bring up? And it literally took me until this morning to figure it out, or to just kind of find out something that was really important to me that I wanted to share. And yesterday, before I went into work, I was just having some time of prayer, and I was praying for my nieces and nephews as they are preparing to go back to school. And as I prayed for them, I also prayed for the teachers. And I thought about the teachers a little bit more. And I've been thinking about them a lot lately, because a lot of times as we are preparing our children to go back to school, and as the summer ends and we transition into the fall, it's all about back to school shopping and sales and tax-free weekends. And I can't help but give my thought to the teachers, because they need our prayers, they need our encouragement, and they need our help just as much as the students do. And I guess I kind of developed this mindset when I was in high school. About my junior year in high school, I was in the FBLA program, and I was introduced to the Cooperative Office Education Program, otherwise known as COE. And through that, you got an opportunity to work in a very professional business environment, as well as getting credits that you could use to transition to college. And for me, I got a job opportunity working as a student worker in my high school. And as I worked in this position, I started to just see things in ways that I never saw them before. And these teachers who I thought just came to school, made our lives miserable, giving us a bunch of homework. I thought that was pretty much all they do. They just come, we study. And the more that I worked in the office, the more I saw that there's so much more work that goes into being a teacher. And I think about teachers now, not just because some of my friends who I went to school with are teachers, and so I get to talk to them and I get to hear their perspective, but I remember what it was like being a student in these classes, and it wasn't easy. Some of these classes are packed with like 30 students. Some may be smaller, but each student is different. Each student learns differently, and that can be a challenge as you're learning and as you're developing, helping to develop these students, because especially in middle school and high school, you have like 120 students probably whose names you have to memorize, whose habits you're going to remember as the school year comes along. But then if you're not just a teacher, but maybe you're a coach, maybe you help out with after school activities, like that's a whole bunch of other students that you're going to encounter and that you're going to remember. And I just want to say to each and every one of us that as we're preparing our young people to go into school, whether you're a mom, whether you're aunt, whether you're a big cousin, big brother, big sister, I just want to say let's consider the teachers, because again, they need our prayers, they need our encouragement and our help. And it's not easy being a teacher. And out of all of the teachers that teach, there's a strong handful that really believe in being a teacher, and they believe that being a teacher, they can change the lives of the young people that they're going to be serving and change the world in a way. And there's another handful of teachers who we all know some of them, and as teachers they know some of them too. They just need to quit. Yeah. Some of them need to just go on and retire. They just ain't got it in them no more. Some teachers know, some teachers like that. And I feel like sometimes in a lot of situations, we kind of see those teachers as all the teachers, and that's not true. There are some teachers that are just wonderful teachers, because as teachers, they're not just teachers, some of them. Some of them are moms, they're dads, they're big brothers and big sisters. There's so much more to their job than just teaching. And some of us know that. Everybody has a handful of teachers that they can remember that really encourage them, that really help them, that really bless them. And even in college, when I went to the Art Institute, there were some teachers that I love them to this day. I call them. Yeah, that's how much I love them. I got their numbers, and I call them, and I talk to them, and I listen to their podcast, Mr. Kava, because they really they really served me well, and they helped me way beyond what is expected for them to help students. And so again, I say, let us consider the teachers, let us consider our professors, because they have lives too, outside of this job. And when I was a kid, I thought teachers just lived at school. I remember when I was young, and we'd be like in Walmart, or we'd be in some kind of grocery store, and I would see one of my teachers, and I'd be like, what you doing here? You supposed to be at school. And my teachers are like, I have a life outside of school too. I don't sleep there. But as I got older and I matured, and like I said, I remember what it was like being a student in those classes. And I applaud every teacher that is a teacher, because I didn't go to school so that I could be a teacher, because I didn't think I could handle it. I remember how I was sometimes as a student in school and in Sunday school, okay? I was two handfuls for a good chunk of my life. So that's not something that I saw myself signing up for. But I just want to let the teachers out there know, my friends that are teachers, my former teachers, that I thank you, that I'm praying for you. And I am grateful for what you all have done and how you have served so many of the young people that have come in your lives today. I just want to say that I appreciate you. And if there's any way that we can help our teachers, just let us know. Let us know how we can be of service to you, so that our young people who are learning from these teachers are taking advantage of what these teachers have to offer. And so that's just kind of something that's been on my heart that I wanted to share, that I thought was most important as we transition out of the summer season and into the fall.